Hello my friends, welcome to my channel, Discover with Kim. I'm Kim, I'm so excited you're here with me today. Welcome to this week's reading vlog. This week we are going to be finishing series I'm in the middle of. Let's get reading. The first series is the Devil's Backbone series by Tate James. I read the first two books. First one was called Dear Reader, if you want to look up the series. I'm now on the final book, which is You're Next by Tate James. I'm reading them on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm reading them on my Kindle. And you will see that I actually started this book the other day, so let's jump back a little bit in time to me starting this book. So like I said, this book is the third in a series. It is the final in the trilogy. I read the first two books already. They are a mystery thriller combined with a spicy romance. So it is a spicy reverse harem romance combined with a mystery thriller set in an academic setting. And they're really, really quick reads. They're kind of frustrating, but they end on such cliffhangers that you want to finish the series. That really is what got me. So when I saw that this one was available on Kindle Unlimited, I was like, I'm going to jump right into it. So yeah, it is definitely a weird combination because it's a reverse harem spicy romance mixed with a mystery thriller, but I really, really enjoy it and I find it really fun. I really like the character development. I love the relationships between them all, and I like how they all kind of built differently. So I am currently on page 113. And you can see I have 58% of the book done, so I only have 42% of the book left. So I'm hoping that I can finish that up today, and then I'm going to tackle the other two books of the series that I want to finish. So the first one is A Curse Carved in Bone by Daniel L. Jensen. This is second in a duology. The first one was A Fate Inked in Blood. This is the end because it's a duology, so this is the end of the series. I really want to get this one read. And the other one is Enchantra by Kaylee Smith. This is number 2 to Phantasma. I know that this is all that is out right now, and no other ones have been announced. So to me, that is ending and finishing a series because that's all that is out and announced so far. But there might be more coming in the future that I obviously cannot tell you. But for now, this is me ending the series. I'm hoping to finish Enchantra, Curse Carved in Bone, and the Devil's Backbone series, You're Next, this week because it's the end of the year. It's November now, friends. Well, technically tomorrow is. Today's Halloween, so happy Halloween. But it is November now, my friends, basically. And I want to get everything all tidy up for the end of the year so I can start January and the new year kind of like fresh and ready to really tackle my TBR shelves and a whole bunch of stuff. So that is the plan. We're hoping to finish up those 3 series this week and go from there. So I will be reading them with you. I'll be telling you what I think and we'll go from there. Speaking of telling you what I think, the beginning of You're Next, I will say it's going pretty good. I will say it's going pretty good. There's definitely spice mixed in. There's definitely a mystery thriller, and they're definitely taking their time with it. It's definitely a little bit gory. They're definitely throwing in like that academic aspect still, and it's really fun. The characters are continuing to develop and grow in their relationships, which I really enjoy. And yeah, we'll see how it ends up turning out because yeah, I just feel like it's going to get crazy. I hope it's going to get crazy. I really do because we got about 40% left, so curious to see how this trilogy is going to tie up because the first 2 books, they really kind of had a grip on me and they really had me going because they read so fast and just so much happened and I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this one kind of ties up. let's do a little bit of a check-in. So, I finished the Devil's Backbone trilogy. Yay! One series complete. I'm very proud of myself for finishing this trilogy because it's kind of been sitting in the back of my brain since I started it, so I'm glad I finished it and I know kind of how it ends and all about it. So let me do just kind of like a quick little review. No spoilers, I'm just gonna do a review the best I can. So I just finished Your Next, which was the third book in the trilogy, and I think it might have actually been my favorite book in the trilogy. I just love how everything had developed and how I knew all the characters so well and how they kind of all knew each other so well, and they had grown all these relationships with each other, and I really enjoyed that part. So I feel like a lot of like the messiness from the first two books was kind of tied up relationship wise. Storyline wise, lots of messiness, but I really enjoyed that part of it because like the characters relationships were well developed, so then all the messiness of the storyline was a lot more interesting and a lot more like devastating, and I just really enjoyed liking it. It was, of course, like I said, it is a spicy romance mixed with a mystery thriller, so I really enjoyed that there was the spicy romance aspect of it as character development was there, and then we got the mystery thriller aspect of it was definitely coming to like a crescendo. Like we were all the way up at the top, it was all amplified, everything was high stakes, everything was coming kind of tied up. We were trying to finish it up, but like there were so many issues throughout it. We kept thinking like it's done, no it's not, it's done, no it's not, and I really enjoyed that. It was, like I said, it was a fast read and kept you interested, kept you going, and I really enjoyed it. So I'll say I ended up really liking the third book, and it kind of was the perfect ending to the trilogy. I will say that probably book one was my least favorite, and then book two was my second, and book three was my first favorite. Like it was reverse order for me. But I hated the way book two ended. Hated the way book two ended. The way book one ended, I did not like either at all, actually. Really did not enjoy it, but hated the way book two ended. But like book two as a whole more than book one. But ended up enjoying the whole series more than I anticipated that I would. So that's surprising, that's exciting. I'd say as a whole, the series probably is like maybe like a 3.75 out of 5 stars. I'd say Your Next is about a 3.5 out of 5 stars as a book, but then the whole series is probably like a 3.75 out of 5 stars because it was just enjoyable. It was fun. I loved the different like mix between mystery thriller and spicy romance, so really enjoyed that. And then, as you saw, I started Enchantra, which is second in a series to Phantasma, and it is about a haunted house, I'm pretty sure. I'm not really sure. I am only a little bit into it because I finished Your Next and I kind of hit a bit of a mini reading slump. I tend to hit those as a mood reader. There's just some times where I just go several days and I just don't pick up a book. So I hit a little mini reading slump and I did not pick up a book for a couple days. But I did start Enchantra and I'm enjoying it so far. I'm hoping to read a bit more of it today and then we can really dive into it. I'm really only like I'm less than 50 pages in, so I'm very not far at all. So I'm hoping to be able to dive into that a little bit more today, and then we can talk about it a little bit more. That darn reading slump really messed with my whole finishing series plan, but I'm still moving along and doing what I can, so I'm excited to dig into Enchantra a little bit more. So far, it's cute. So far, it's good. I'm happy that like the beginning kind of a little bit recapped what happened in Phantasma because I kind of forgot a little bit. So I'm like kind of remembering all that kind of stuff as I'm reading it because I haven't read Phantasma since like last October, I think. So I think it's really like confusing at first trying to remember everything that happened in that book and how it's going to relate to this book. But it kind of stick in little like things of like, hey, remember this happened, remember this happened, remember this happened, which was very helpful. So I'm remembering what happened in Phantasma. I'm digging into Enchantra and I'm excited to see where it goes. Okay, my friends, I just wanted to pop in here and say thank you so much for watching this week. I read a little bit of Enchantra this afternoon, but I really didn't get very much done at all. You'll see I'm only about 12% in, so I'm hoping to get a lot more read this week, but hopefully I'll break out of this reading slump. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. I'd love to hear what you're reading this week down below, and any tips for getting through a reading slump. Hope you guys have a fabulous week. Live well, read some books, go discover, my friends, and finish those series up because I'm still going to work on finishing mine, I promise. Let's get them all checked off. Bye, friends.